All right, so we are working on another example where we're going to use a real world scenario for us to make a prediction. So we have a manufacturer that samples every 200 tablet computer produced in a batch as a result of its quality control program. It is found that of the 50 computers that were sampled, one was defective. Each defective computer cost the company $107 to repair. How much money can the company expect to pay for repairs on defective computers from a batch of 200,000 computers? All right, so what we're going to do is let's look and see first. We're going to still remember that we're talking about making predictions. So we're going to talk about the sample on the left hand side, and then on the right hand side, that is going to be our population. So remember that it is still going to be um, fix that. It is still going to be a part to whole comparison. And so we're looking at the defective computers. And so we know that of the ones that were sampled, one was defective and 50 were surveyed. Okay, so that is what we're going to have on our sample side. And on the population side, we know that it's going to be 200,000 computers. And we're trying to figure out how many of them are going to be defective. So you can use any preferred method on how to figure that out. We're going to use the fish method in this example. So actually, I'll use a cross multiply. I'll use a cross multiply in this method. So I'll put on here cross multiply. All right, so we have on one side, we're going to have 1 times 200,000, and that is going to be equal to 50 times x. Okay, so what we end up with is 200,000 on our left hand side, and we have 50x on the right hand side. Now, our variable is not isolated. I see that we're using multiplication with the 50 and the x. So I need to use the inverse operation, which is going to be division on both sides. I'm going to divide both sides by 50. And by doing that, I'm going to figure out what that's going to be. So 200,000 divided by 50 gives me 4,000. And that is equal to 50 divided by 50 is 1. So that's canceled out and we're left with x. So that means we're going to replace or repair 4,000 computers. So that's just the first step, just telling us how many of them we can expect to be defective. And so that 4,000, we now need to figure out how much it's going to cost us to fix those 4,000 computers. And we're going to multiply that by 107. Okay, so 4,000 times 107 gives me 428,000. So that is how much it's going to take us to repair those computers.